Welcome back to another video. Today we've got an exciting dashcam compilation lined up for you. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share in the comments which moment shocked you the most. Let's dive right in. Gray Toyota Corolla that was driving in front of us was weaving all over the place, so my passenger started to record. I'm not 100% sure, but this guy must have had a few or is on some type of drug.
In 300 meters, use the right two lanes to turn right on the 11th Halem
Fucking dumbass. What's that?
Fuck! Fuck! No! Call mom!
Calling mom.
I was driving down the main highway north going to Auckland, New Zealand, when a gray hatchback driving in the fast lane decided to brake check the two cars that were driving in front of me. This almost caused a 5-car pileup if the two cars in front of me weren't as quick to react as they did.
What the fuck?
Oh, that guy. Oh, that's crazy guy. You see the crazy guy? You see that?
Me and my grandma both thought we had green. We double-checked, looked like it. I think this was just a signal that was out since the light didn't show any sign of being green.
Where's that last one? Up next, I'm gonna keep it cool with some of your usual Thursday vibes. All you tree pop lovers out there.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ! What in the fucking hell, bro?
Turn right onto Lowell Street, then turn left.
What the hell are you doing?
I know you secret nigga. New swings is frequent nigga. I know depression is resting on you.
driver gestures like it's my fault for being in his lane. The guy cuts across 3 lanes, no turn signal, blind spot monitor on the mirror on. I'm going 70 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone with cruise on. Use the horn as soon as he comes over. Then he started to tailgate me for a half mile or so.
A young Jewish family, young man, young woman holding their young Jewish baby, and something in Hebrew, kind of advertising like this is a settlement, call this number, encouraging Israelis to move there all across the highway. You see that more and more. Like, I remember having a conversation. My uncle was delivering maybe chlorine. I forget what he was delivering, but we drove to Jericho. We're seeing all the billboards and the tanks driving by us and the yellow license plates and the settlements. I remember talking to
The black Toyota Camry cut across 2 lanes of traffic to make his left turn, almost hitting a white Jeep while doing so, but he at least turned his blinker on partway through. I was driving down the highway when a gray Jeep Cherokee refused to make way for a rescue vehicle. Once it passed, the driver slowed down to 30 miles per hour while we were in a 70 miles per hour zone. This completely caught me and the semi-driver off guard, which almost crashed into the Jeep, flattening him. My wife had just dropped off one kid at school and had the infant in the car with her when she slowed to a stop, since the person in front was turning left. You can see the window defrosting from the heat of the airbags. That, plus likely looking at her phone or drunk. The 3 minutes of video preceding this show her swerving all over and speeding up and slowing down repeatedly. Add to it, she gave fake information and is an uninsured driver with no license at all. Everyone in our car was okay. The other driver ended up being carted off to the hospital, still in her pajamas, and I haven't heard anything about her since. As we were waiting for our tow truck, her husband showed up with his truck on the back of a tow truck. He had just managed to wreck it by hitting a deer a few miles away at almost the exact same time his wife slammed into us. Bunch of winners they are. The driver had been blasting his horn at people in standstill traffic and then pulled this stunt. There was actually contact, and I pulled over further up the road. The other driver jumped out of his car and hit my window, trying to open my door and the passenger door with my girlfriend in the car. Police were called, they dealt with him, and he had to leave his car at the side of the road. He wasn't allowed to drive it anymore. Police couldn't tell us why, but he clearly wasn't in a fit state to be on the road.
Very aggressively quite hungry. Right, let's see how this does. And there we go, fantastic. We pass with flying colours and hopefully we should get 3 automatic victory points from this. Yep, so we're up to 15. And if we win these 3 options here, we basically won the game. As you can see, we haven't got a market up and running. We've managed to get this 2,000 gold from just selling diplomatic favor to the AI, along with its resources, which we're pulling out of thin air thanks to one of our lovely advisors. We're going to try and take over Cyrus next, so let's give him a whole bunch of gold. Cyrus, have our 325 gold, my friend. I'd like to read this vote, please. Alright, now Siphi's contract is going.
I was coming out of a parking space when this driver who cut between parked cars through 2 parking spots cut me off. He then proceeded to take a left turn on the intersection without using his signals, causing an accident with another driver coming from the right.
To spend this much money on? Should maybe our allies spend more on defense so that they can take a piece of that responsibility? I mean,
what do you think on that? I'm super curious, actually.
I think it's a good thing. I think countries should be more self-sufficient in their defense.
Light was red, turned green as I and the car in front were pulling up to it. This guy was already in the oncoming lane before he even knew what was ahead. Obvious as he had to brake and avoid hitting the pickup who swerved onto the shoulder to avoid a collision. All to pass 3 cars. Was curious what they were in such a hurry for, so I followed them until they pulled into a security park, home to a bunch of construction, towing, and junkyard businesses, and fun fact, an old rocket testing site.